Right now, we'll go to head coach Carrie Moore, who joins us. Coach, welcome in. You see us repping these jerseys hard. We are representing for you. I need to know the origin story here. Nerds can hoop too, I was told. There's a story there.
Yeah.
So, Coach, bring us into that. Welcome to the show. And here we go against the rivals, Columbia, again. So we're giving these jerseys away tomorrow afternoon, right?
We sure are. Yeah, to all the fans that come to the game, we're hoping for a really good turnout. It's always, a great competitive game when we play Columbia. So our first home conference game, and just celebrating, everything that is a true student athlete, obviously on our team and the incredible young women that we have, but, obviously just representation of the Ivy League and all the teams and all the women that are a part of it.
So what's the story behind Nerds Can Hoop Too? Because listen, I was never great at basketball, but I know from pickup, the nerds used to light me up. So please, just enlighten us on Nerds Can Hoop Too.
Yeah, I mean, it originated with our senior from last year's team, Harmony Turner, just her incredible, platform that she had, and just the excitement that she had to really, preach, student athletes, you can do it both, right? You can do it both at a high level. You can be a great basketball player and you can be a great student as well. And she started it. She, created this platform of, Nerds Can Hoop Too. And I think our players really rallied behind it, as did, the rest of the country as we had the success that we had last year. And now our athletic department is trying to carry it forward without her on campus, and so our team is really excited to do so as well.
Coach, talk to me about this rivalry. I mean, listen, this is your 11th meeting taking this team on, and we know Columbia last year, you guys beat them for the conference tourney championship, so here we go again, taking on the Lions, right?
Yeah, it's every team we play in the league is always competitive and personal for different reasons, but I think these guys have created a sense of a rivalry because they're chasing championships and so are we, and it just there's no love lost between the programs. We beat them at their place last year towards the end of the season, and then technically upset them in the Ivy League tournament championship. So, I'm sure they're coming in guns blazing, and, our girls are excited and ready to go too. Two really well-coached teams, high-level, offenses and defenses as well. So should be a battle.
Yeah, the energy is definitely going to be through the roof, I would say, especially with these jerseys, with everything being amped up. And you are coming off of 2 consecutive wins. You've won 5 of your last 6. What would your message to the team be, or what is your message to the team heading into this game to keep that momentum going?
Yeah. By the way, the jersey looks good on you. But
oh, thank you. I love these jerseys. These jerseys are fire.
Yeah, they're great. I think every game is important. This one is, the most important game on the schedule because it's the next game. And I think our players really understand that. And, we're just trying to get 1% better every single day that we step on the floor. And, each game learning lessons, whether, we win or we, we lose. So I think, just that kind of, steady, even keel, don't get too high, don't get too low. This game isn't more important than the next or the last. And if we have that approach, I really like our chances.
Hey, Coach Moore, I just wanted to talk about the Ivy League in general. We know that basketball on the professional side has gone to the three-point shot, but is the Ivy League still the pass and cut, the screen, and, playing smart basketball?
Yeah.
And the Ivy League got 3 bids to the tournament last year, but, can you just talk about the college game and how it's developing for the Lady Crimson? And just, is it still that old style there that we've known about?
Yeah, I mean, true Princeton offense, right? In true Ivy League form. But, I think we try a little bit of that, right? We try to lift our bigs away from the basket at times and, pass and cut, towards the rim. I think we like our advantages, with some of our guards. We have bigger, stronger guards that we feel like we can post up as well and kind of dive and cut and sit and seal. And so, that allows us to play that way. I think we like, what our bigs can do inside as well. But I think you're seeing more versatility, right? As opposed to kind of true fives, true fours, back to the basket. You're seeing more guards that can do a little bit of everything, and you're seeing more bigs that can do a little bit of everything too. And the more versatile we are, the harder we are to guard.
Okay, Coach, I mean, if we're talking strategy, let's get into it. Because the last time I saw y'all play, you dropped damn near 80 on Dartmouth. I think you had 11 players score in the game. So already in my mind, I'm like, okay, they're deep. They can score on anyone because Dartmouth allegedly was some great defensive team, not on that night. So is it a fair assessment for me to say you guys can score on anyone and you're a deep team, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think, at our best, yes. We scored 90, earlier in the year. Like, when we're firing on all cylinders, inside, outside, making threes, shooting with confidence, we have the ability to put numbers up, especially at home, right, where we practice. So I'm really excited to see what that can look like tomorrow, out of the gates. And, we're trying to just get a little bit better there because there's some games where we feel like, we can't even get to the 70 mark. So just hoping, our conference season, has some games where we can see the ball go through the net because our non-conference schedule was difficult, right? So we're playing SEC teams, Big Ten teams. So you've got a different type of athlete that you're going up against and screening and trying to play one-on-one against. So, we feel like we're a little bit more evenly matched, if you will, from size and athletic type in our league. So, hopefully some things will open up for us.
Yeah, coming back to the jersey giveaway just for a second, because I do love these so much. It highlights the academic side of being a student athlete. How do your players balance being students and athletes when in student athlete, the student does come first in that, but the athletics are also so very important?
Yeah, I mean, I think we recruit the type of, player that has balanced both, right, throughout their high school career. So when they get to Harvard, it's not new for them. It's maybe, you have to do it at a different level, a little bit more intense level of time management, but they're used to the balance. They're used to being competitive in between the lines and also, in the classroom. So they bring those habits with them. And I think for us, it's just about how can we enhance, those habits and really just trying to find, the balance of, pushing them competitively and energetically, but also not wearing them out because that they have really the same type of demand, if you will, on the other side of the bridge on campus. So I think for me, it's probably more of a challenge as opposed to them. I'm always trying to think about, we got to work on 1,000 different things, but you got to really prioritize what's most important. So, you can really get them out of there and they have time to do, what they need to do from a study standpoint, but also just socially, right? Like just unwind and fill their cups. And, I really try to remind myself of that, every day because I know that's important to them.
Coach, New England basketball, as far as New England, it's always been big for women's basketball. I've covered a few events. Caitlin Clark was in town. There was even women's basketball at the Garden with not even anybody local. So do you consider yourself or Harvard considers itself the women's basketball team? And I will say this, Boston loves basketball, men or women, but they come out for these big events for the ladies. And I'll tell you this, do you guys consider yourselves Boston's women's basketball team?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, we really take that personally, right? I mean, last year we were the only team out of New England to make the NCAA tournament. We play Boston College every year. We play, BU, UMass, all the teams around here, and we want to win those. And I think traditionally, I don't know our record, but I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves over the course of the 4 years that I've been at Harvard. So, I mean, we want to be at the premier team in Boston. It's a great time for women's basketball, so we want to make sure we do our part, and really owning that. And we know that. If we're good right now, people are going to talk about it. I mean, this Nerds jersey giveaway, I mean, is just like spread like wildfire. And, I'm just really excited for, what the crowd's going to look like and, hoping that we play well.
We're excited too. The crowd's going to be incredible. Coach Carrie Moore, we appreciate you joining us. Harvard takes on Columbia tomorrow afternoon. Go there, get you one of these jerseys, Lou, show it off.
One of these,
get you one. Cheer for the
That's
Crimson.
awesome.
Coach, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. We'll
Coach.
have you
Thank
back
you.
after you win, too.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, guys.